Dogs. Everyone loves dogs. Look at this little guy. There are no thoughts in that head. Cats. Not everyone likes cats, but I do. Look at this guy. He doesn't value human life whatsoever. And then there are these other pets. But let's be real, they don't really matter. If you have a bird, you probably thought it could repeat what you say like in the movies. But it doesn't. And it's really just another alarm. If you have a turtle, it's probably because you were into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as a kid, but then you grew out of it, so now there's just a dumbass turtle in your room. If you have a hamster, it's because your parents thought it would be a great starter pet due to the fact that their lifespans are shorter than your attention span. And finally, if you have a fish, he's probably dead by now. Regardless, we love our pets, but do they love us? Pets. No, not the animal partners. I mean pets. Paws escaping tyranny and servitude. This is a website dedicated to shedding light on the mistreatment pets undergo and providing support to the victims. I'm not talking about abuse or anything, that's a whole other thing. I'm talking about the common things owners do with their pets might actually be seen as humiliating and degrading to the animals. Pets are even using this as grounds for the abolition of domestication. Renowned scholars such as Sherlock Holmes, Malcolm X, and Sir Barclay McJustice have written articles on the website explaining the struggles. I explain them to you, but I can't be bothered to read, so moving on. You don't need to be a genius to speak up. That's why the website includes a section dedicated to archiving the real experiences that have impacted the real pets. It's called Tales from the Tales. I wish I could say it was so sad that I locked myself in my room for 3 days like that one kid who watched Optimus Prime flatline and Transformers the movie, but it wasn't. There are only 6 accounts listed, and their experiences weren't very thorough. It was like the creator of the website got lazy or something. Anyways, the lack of precise reports made me do some research of my own. I was able to find 3 pets who were eager to enlighten the public on their mistreatment. I sat down with each of them individually and conducted an interview. Well, most of them, but we'll get to that. Fuddrucker agreed to meet with me at 3 p.m. on Saturday. I assumed this was the best time for her and I would get some insight into this conflict. I was wrong. Can you please state your name for the record?
Fuddrucker.
What?
Huh? Fuddrucker.
Thank you. First question, why are you against domestication?
I can't sleep on desks.
Can you elaborate more? Ma'am? Oh, you're kidding me. She wasn't kidding me. She fell asleep and I couldn't wake her up. I paid $300 for that interview. I would say the next one went better, but I'd be lying. I had my interview with Roxy scheduled right after Fuddrucker, and thanks to her mistimed nap, I got there earlier. At least now I get more time with Roxy, I thought to myself. This means I can get more insight from her, maybe even a life story from Lucky. Oh boy, oh boy. That didn't happen. Can you state your name for the record, please? Okay, that's fine if you don't want to answer that. We can make this an anonymous interview if you would like. Is that something you want? If you could please just give me any sort of insight to your situation, that would be great. No? Okay, you know what? Fuck this. 2 interviews, 2 duds. Man, Lady Luck was really on my side that day. This is really starting to piss me off. Chapin had quite the reputation. He was mainly known for playing Thackeray Binks in the classic Disney movie Hocus Pocus. However, he was later blacklisted from Hollywood due to his constant substance abuse on set. This would lead him down a life of crime as a notorious drug dealer who ran with a dangerous litter. In 2019, he was arrested for possession of 50 kilos of catnip and is now a convicted felon. More like cat-victed feline, am I right? No, not the face! Anyways, his agents thought it would be great to get Chapin back in the public spotlight as a more positive and remorseful figure. However, Chapin was anything but remorseful. It seems as though his time in federal prison only made him more aggressive. When I arrived at the prison to conduct the interview, the warden told me that Chapin was involved in a prison riot that unfortunately resulted in him being shanked 9 times. He later succumbed to his wounds and died. Chapin's story is a cautionary tale about the corrupting nature of catnip that will ultimately lead to one burning all 9 of their lives in an instant. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. I have to give credit where credit is due. The pet therapy page is a nice addition. Therapy is a great thing that people can benefit from, even pets. I think this is something Chapin could have really used, and it maybe even could have saved his life. There's actually a number you can call if you are a pet and you need to talk to a professional about your mistreatment. Here, let me call them right now to get some more information.
Thank you for calling Super Mario Brothers Plumbing. It's me, Luigi. If you need service, please text us at the same number you just called. 92955 Mario. That's 929-556-2746. Message us about any issues wherever you live. House, condo, mansion? And we'll be sure to text you back right away, because at Super Mario Brothers Plumbing, we don't say let's wait. We say let's go. Oh, and check our website, smbplumbing.com. We're still working on it, so more updates to come. Bye-bye.
They were probably hacked. The final page on the website is about joining the fight. They don't give any information about where to join, but they do mention a resistance. So, yeah, that's probably nothing to worry about. But what is the point of all of this? That domestication is evil? To end the mistreatment of pets? That the goal of pets is fundamentally pointless because pets are too lazy to do shit about it? I don't know. But what I do know is that before we act, we must each take a moment to pause. Oh god, not again!